Implication. An implication is of the form P then Q. So, your compound statement P then Q is an implication. So, your P is your hypothesis antecedent and Q is your conclusion or consequence. So, given the implication P and Q, you can form the following implications. So, if you interchange P with Q, you form your converse. If you negate your P and you negate your Q, okay, you form your inverse. If you interchange these two, you form your contrapositive. Let's try the following examples. Give the implication, negation, converse, inverse, contrapositive, and biconditional of the proposition. I take my car whenever it rains. So, step number 1. Change this statement into a simple implication using if and then. So, how are you going to translate this into an implication? So, the proper translation for that is, if it rains, then I take my car. What is now the negation of that? So, if it rains, then I don't take my car. So, I take my car is your original conclusion. So, the negation of that is, I do not take my car. What's the inverse? Oh, the inverse is formed by getting the negation of this and the negation of that. So, if it doesn't rain, then I do not take my car. That's the inverse. Now, what's the contrapositive? If you interchange these two, the hypothesis with the conclusion, you form the contrapositive. So, if I don't take my car, then it doesn't rain. What is now the biconditional? So, going back to the original, just change even then into if and only if. So, it rains if and only if I took my car. Tautology. Contingency. So, what is a tautology? A tautology is a compound proposition that is always true regardless of the truth values of the component propositions. A contradiction is a compound proposition that is always false regardless of the truth values of the compound propositions. A contingency is neither a tautology nor a contradiction. Now, what are examples of tautology, contradiction, contingency? Okay, let's go back. Okay, take a look at this example. These are always false regardless of the truth value of P. So, this is an example of a contradiction. If we go back to the first example here, this is true, true, false, true. So, this is neither a tautology nor a contradiction. So, this must be a contingency. Now, what is an example of a tautology? So, here is an example of a tautology. This is an example of a tautology. P then Q and P therefore Q. So, if you look at the truth table, okay, the value of these propositions are all true for all cases. So, this is a tautology. So, it is always true for any case. If it is always false for any case, it is a contradiction. So, if it is neither a tautology or a contradiction, it must be a contingency.